Hi everyone, welcome back to this channel. Today we have a new pair of sneakers, so let's see them how they are, and we start with the unboxing. Here we can see some of my sizes in other brands. This particular pair has a very good looking colorway, very interesting, so let's see how they are. In the shot we can see the midsole. As you know, it is painted with a black color, so I'm expecting that this black paint, it will add some extra weight in comparison with other Ultraboost 21. Here we can see a bit better the Primeknit material. I thought these panels with colors, they are knitted, and they are not. It is just a print actually. Not a huge deal, but it's worth mentioning this thing. Here we can see the outsole. It does look very good. I don't like too much that exposed foam, that exposed Ultraboost. The grey plastic piece is the new torsion system from Adidas. Somebody thought that this plastic piece will help to be more rigid and will give that spring effect. Well, more rigid they are, no doubt of that. About the spring effect, I don't know, I didn't test them this way, so I can't say anything about that. But the rigid they are, well enough. In this shot you can see the logo exposed to light. I will say that reflectiveness is very low on this sneaker, almost is inexistent, to be honest. You can hardly see it. I will try to remember in the future to make only videos with this reflectiveness, because a viewer asked it in the past, so I will try to do this in the future. Because from a picture you cannot always tell how reflective they are. In the shot we can see the insoles. They are the same like we seen in Ultraboost 20, for example. Here we can see the interior. They have a thin layer of foam which is covering the Ultraboost material, like in all the Ultraboost sneakers we've seen so far. And they have this padding around the heel. Here I was struggling to get a good shot with this interior label, but with no success, unfortunately. We can see here the thickness of this Primeknit in that particular zone, because the thickness, it varies. Finally we have the right foot, because we want to see how good is the quality in both of them and how well they are made. I have to admit that I didn't see extra glue or bad stitching, so no complaints in that area. While I was testing this midsole with my finger, I noticed that the density is completely different in comparison with Ultraboost 20s, and I like those more than these ones because of this thing. We can see here the cage and how well it's stitched. Here are the labels from Ultraboost 21. They are the same on all the Ultraboost I've seen so far. Here I managed to take a picture with this label. This is the best I could do. Here we can see the sizes of these laces and the kind of panels that this Primeknit Plus has. We can see here how stretchy is this material. It's quite impressive, to be honest. Being a new colorway, I thought these laces, they will be flat laces like we've seen so far in the last 2 or 3 videos, but they have these rounded tips, and I'm glad they have this way because I didn't like those flat tips because they were too flimsy, to be honest. And finally we have the weight test. Here is in comparison with New Balance 1080 V9, but this colorway is rated as woman colorway, and I see it very unisex actually. Because they are in blue color, I think I can pull off a blue color. In Europe the size is 41.5, and I've seen that in US they are size 10 or size 8 for men. Here we have the weight test of Ultraboost 21. As we can see, because they have some paint, the weight goes a bit up in this case, but it's nothing surprising. So the difference in between them is around 100 grams or 3.5 ounces. More than that, but yeah. And here we have the physical comparison in between them, just to see how different they are. You can see here that the sole from New Balance is a bit more wider, and I do prefer that because you have more stability with that. And I also like that it's not exposed foam like we've seen in Ultraboost 21. Here we can see the insoles in both sneakers. Both of them, they are made with foam, only the difference is the density. The one from Ultraboost is a bit more dense, so a bit more harder for your feet. The padding in these sneakers is minimal, and I really like that. As you can see the interior, both of them, they have a thin layer of foam that is covering the midsole material. In the shot we can see both of them, how they look when they are exposed to light. And finally we have the proper on-fit shots. Here you can see what kind of type of arch I have, and I will say is medium to high. The first impression with them on my feet is that they are a bit more rigid than the past year model, so you will have a bit less cushioning, quite a bit less, because you can notice a lot that difference. Normally when you see a sneaker with more foam than before, you'll think they will have plenty of cushioning, you know. That is what you will expect from them, and in this case was exactly opposite. So I don't know what they did, but they did bad this time. Having both of them on my feet, I just see that difference a bit better, and it's quite a big difference. It's like having a boot and a sneaker. That is the difference that I'm feeling, to be honest. And maybe you will think that I'm exaggerating right now. Well, you have to try them and let me know after in the comments. Just tell me how they feel for you, because I already tried so many pairs, so I know what I'm saying. When I'm saying that these ones they don't have cushioning, well, they don't have. That's the truth, you know. Also, I have this problem with them. They are always over my toes, those merging panels. Here we can see how much space I still have inside from my big toe to the end of the sneaker, and it's around 2.5 centimeters or 1 inch, and that for me is true to size. And now some on-fit shots from a lower angle. In the shot you can see the amount of 3M reflective materials, how they look on these sneakers, and I would say it's like non-existing. With them or without them, no difference actually. So when I'm seeing this, I wonder why bother, you know? Or you put something that really actually you can see it, or don't use it. What's the purpose, you know? It's like, doesn't make sense, honestly. This is like using a seatbelt in a car but made with toilet paper. Doesn't make sense, right? Why do it? Even in this shot, you can notice how much big difference is in between these sneakers. I mean, there is no contest. They don't even are on the same page, you know. So pros and cons. For pros, they are looking good. Good, not great, but good at least. It's a good brand, you know. They don't have bad stitching or problems with gluing. But other than that, honestly, it's not much. They have many problems, to be honest. Cushioning is not there. Comfort is minimal because they have that those merging panels that are staying over my toes. So I don't need that. Thank you, but I don't need that. No reflective materials. So if they are sneakers for running, why they don't have anything to reflect, you know? You are putting yourself at risk at night when you are running or in the morning. They don't have the weight for being running sneakers. They have almost 700 grams. So what's with that, you know? They have more foam, but you can feel it. So should I stop? I will stop here. I think it's enough. The price is the price. You've seen 180 euros or dollars is it's not cheap, man. So they will have to improve this model quite a lot the next year, because this year they ruined it completely, in my opinion. Others can say that they are cool, yeah, but try them. Let me know after if you like them, not just from pictures or videos. and try them with other sneakers. Make a small comparison. Let me know after what you think about them, because yeah, they're looking good for Instagram pictures, but if you are going out for 2 hours, let me know after. So I think I said enough. I will end here my review. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time. Have a nice day, and please don't forget to subscribe.